Okay, so thus far we've played around a little bit with some kind of little tools for grabbing data from larger data sets. And we're going to do something similar here, but we're actually going to automate the process with a control. So firstly, let's just see what we have here is that your tax depends on your filing status, whether you're single, married filing jointly, or married filing separately, head of household. So we have four different filing statuses, and you've got a taxable income, and your kind of tax bracket will depend on the two of those. And in fact, in the lookup table in this spreadsheet, we actually have this. So the base tax bracket is 10%. If you earn more than 9,275, you go in the 15% bracket, then the 25% bracket, 28% bracket, 33% bracket, 35% bracket, and finally 39.6% bracket. Now, of course, this is very simplified, but if we were building the actual US tax system here, we'd probably be all semester. We just have one project which was building the tax system. So anyway, how do we get this information? Well, we use VLOOKUP. And basically, it's just a lot of if statements. So if B9 equals 1, then we're going to create a lookup where we kind of have the salary B10 and we're looking it up from this table A2 to E8, and we're having the fifth column. If the B9 is 2, then we're going to go the same cell, but we're going to go a row to the right, and we're going to go the fourth column, etc., etc. Now, how does that work? Well, this I'll show you conceptually. So if we're looking here, then the left column of VLOOKUP is always the one where you're checking the value from. So if we're doing kind of tax type 1, tax type 2, 3, and 4. So for tax type 1, we need to take basically the left column is A, and our percentage tax is in column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tax type 2, the column is B, so this is the column we're looking up on, and our kind of tax percent column which we receive is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3, again, we start at C, and again, it's 1, 2, 3. So the interesting thing about this is we kind of got this table, and each time we're making the table a little bit smaller. And the only thing here is we're doing a non-exact match, and what this non-exact match is, it checks whether or not we go over these different thresholds. So we've got 37,650. So if you go 37,650 in column 2, let me just get that. Where are we? Oh, let's just do it in column 1. So if you've got 37,650 in column 1, we should be at 25%. Yep. But if we go to 49, we're at 15%. Again, if we do kind of 190, 150, we're at 33%. But we're one less than that, we should be at the 28%. But actually, the main purpose of this exercise is to use the controls. Now, the controls you get from the Developer tab. If you don't have the Developer tab, you want to go to File, Options, and Customize Ribbon, and just make sure that on your main tabs on the right, your Developer is checked. So just kind of, that's how you check uncheck. If it's not checked, then check it. And what you would do is Developer. We want to go to Insert. Now we're only going to deal with form controls here. I've never actually used form controls. When I've done coding, I've always used ActiveX controls. But for ActiveX controls, you really need to program them in using VBA. And we're not really covering VBA programming in these classes. So form controls are just kind of simple inbuilt control, which we can control using menus. And we're going to use the spin button. And we're just literally going to click it, and then we're going to draw it. So, do that again. Basically, you have a little cross, sorry, a little kind of target. Click your left mouse button down, drag, and then let the mouse button off. And you've created the control. Now we need to actually link it now. So right-click, Format Control, and we're going to have it on this Enter Filing Status. So we're going to be able to cycle through the filing statuses without entering them. And the current value is 1. And we've only got 4 filing statuses. We go from 1 to 4. An incremental change, how much that goes up or down is 1. And the cell link we're linking to is, just click on B9. Click OK. Now click off it. And now you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1. You can't click, once you're at 1, you can't click down. Once you're at 4, you can't click up. And so let's just kind of have a look across. And so say, for example, if we were 50,000 for filing type 2 and 4, we would be at the 15%. But for tiling types 1 and 3, we would be at the 25%. So let's just try that one. So 1, 25%, 2, 15%, 3, 25%, 4, 15%. So we can verify it works. Oh, there's a little addendum. Just note we are in the tax bracket template spreadsheet that I uploaded separately. So this, because it has separate tables, I just uploaded this on a separate spreadsheet.